Welcome back to the KMTRADERS channel. We are looking at Ripple for this weekly analysis video. Just to go over last week's analysis, and then I'll bring in the analysis for the next week. So we discussed two scenarios that I was looking for, and I was anticipating the bullish momentum here. So I was obviously looking for buying opportunities here. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get that overall, so we go ahead and delete this. So what obviously actually happened was that we found resistance on one of our key levels, which gave us the insight that we're not going higher anymore. We're obviously going to go lower. So when we first made this push to the downside in terms of this key level, so at 40 cents. 0.40683. We obviously came down and we failed to get above it for quite a long time now. And what I have seen is that just by looking how the markets reacted to our key level that we've got here, we've actually found probably the easiest entry point that we could get on Ripple here, and we had the bearish engulfing candle on the key level, straight rejection from this, and obviously sent us all the way back down. So as soon as I saw that level, that was a confirmation, exactly the confirmation that I needed. So I only anticipated the price to go as further as our daily zone that we got here, and I was expecting price to come back up, but price came all the way down further, getting even lower. So missed out on that opportunity, but there was a second opportunity due to the retest here and then the push down. So there was a lot of opportunity in terms of trading Ripple for this week. So shorts were in the favor. So bringing it to this week's analysis, I'm just going to take it back to the daily to really see what this blue zone level is. So this resistance slash support zone that we have here does stand valid for a couple of reasons. As you can see that, sorry, I'm getting really precise here. It's going to do my head in if I don't. Oh. Right, I'm just going to leave it there. So just in general, like what we can see is that we've got the selling EMAs just come into play just as of now as recording this. So just by looking from the 4 hourly, I'll be looking for price to come back down to retest the monthly key level at 0.31263 before we get some sort of double bottom, and then we get back up to our key zone here on the daily. So if we can obviously push past this, so we could expect price to come down here, get the double top that we look for, and then price either rejects here, but I'm hoping price comes back up. So price comes back up, and then we get the retest here, and then we head back higher. So there will be two possible points for buying entries. So it'll be looking somewhere along the lines here on our monthly level, and then if we don't get the touchdown here, eventually I'll expect my next buying possible entry point will be up in this zone here. So that will be my kind of entry points that I'll be looking for. So if we just step it down on the 4 hourly, we can see that we're kind of curling over, but do believe that we're still in that selling momentum. Even though we're in overbought conditions, we could see price to curl back over. So that, oh, this is very wobbly, but that scenario of here, so I'll just go ahead and redraw that just for next week's video. So we can see price to come back down here, get that double retest as we said, and then obviously look back up here, and then like that's essentially what I'll be looking for. So position 1 there, position 2 there for buys. So we could see price not reaching this level here, but we could get up to our daily zone here and break above it before closing below, and then getting that push that we need, and that would be the entry point that would be most favorable here. So just stepping it further just to the hourly, and what's convincing to see is that we're slowly getting trapped in between this the EMAs here. So we're in a little bit on a lower time frame, upwards flag that we have here. So potentially we could make some money on the lower time frame, but with cryptocurrency, we have almost more risk in terms of losing money just because of the volatility that it possesses. So we could trade this, so the typical breakout, pullback, and then straight up, just for the short-term momentum. So that could be a given scenario, but we'll have to see on the long-term perspective if we can get a little higher than that in terms of the breakout. So that'll be all for this week's analysis for Ripple. I will be keeping up to date on Twitter on a much more frequent basis. So if you prefer updates on the videos that I've produced each week, as opposed to just one video for week to week, I will be doing almost every day analysis on each of the pairs on a lower time frame. So that will hopefully provide some benefit to yourself as I kind of put the entry points out, the setups that I'm looking to get into, and obviously share the success with my trading journey with you guys. So if that's something that you are interested in, just give me a follow on Twitter. It'll be in the description, and hopefully I can get to interact with you guys. So that'll be all for this weekly analysis. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.